Okay. I'm getting ready to go walk. You gonna go with me? I'm getting ready to go walk. You gonna walk with me? I'm eating some grapes. They don't have seeds in them. I can't find none. But anyway. My magnesium. I got to take them. Magnesium. Okay. I think I got everything. My 2 little grapes. Come on. Y'all gonna go with me. I'll finish this when I come back. I don't need my glasses. I just use my glasses for reading. Okay. I got on my baggy pants today. I'm comfortable. I'm trying to be cute. Y'all, come on. Let's turn this off. Door shut. How y'all doing today? I got my keys. Let me make sure, because nobody got time for that. I got my keys. Okay. Locked. Oh boy, they got built another wasp nest up there. Okay. I already did my stretches. This magnolia tree, it's got stuff all over the place. Oh, let's see. Okay, hold on. Okay. Y'all should be able to hear me now. It said that it was disconnected. Can you hear me? Let me see before I get down the road. Comments will appear here. Okay. So I'm in the right place. Y'all just don't be talking. Okay. I gotta walk fast. Sun's going down. It normally just takes me about 30 minutes to do this walk. It's like a mile, 1.2 miles. Do it real quick. And then when I'm talking, it really goes by quick. So you guys can post in the comments. It would be great. Say hi or something. So I can know that you guys hear me and I see you guys. Birds, you hear the birds chirping? Oh, shoot. Well, today Thursday, this week has come and gone. I told y'all I ain't talking about nothing. I'm just out here. If something come to my mind, I'll say something about it. But it's like I can see something right here. I caught myself wearing a little mascara today. These squirrels, no, they be everywhere. They playing. You ever just watched, the squirrels and the birds and the butterflies? There's like little white butterflies that's outside in the backyard. And they just be playing. It's like they be playing you it, tag you it. Want to go over and play with the other, and then you can see the other one's like, no, you're not, no, you're not, and start running after the other one. It's cute. I love nature. Look like it's gonna be a little rain. It's been raining a lot. Yeah, I feel something in my eye. Which way I'm gonna go? I'm gonna go this way. Today I've been going the other way. Hey. A friendly little neighborhood. I remember this neighborhood when I first started selling real estate. I remember coming over here, showing some of the houses. Cute little bungalows. Little golf cart community. I swear I can see something. Well, I don't know where y'all live today, but that yard is so cute. Got a lot going on. It's cute though. And this one right here cute too. Not as much going on, but still cute. Got the little running water, waterfall. Whoever this is, they work with big, heavy machinery. That's somebody with a government contract. Okay. Oh, there's one thing. If any of you guys are, I'll post something on my timeline. If any of you guys work as caseworkers or, let's see, therapists, let's see, well, not necessarily therapists, health coach would be ideal. If you're a health coach, yes, let's focus there. If you are a health coach, I have a group that I've had for years that's called Career Connection. And whenever I come across, I worked in staffing for years in Atlanta. And I loved it. First, I would go and they would place me on different contracts with different Fortune 500 companies. Sometimes they put me on smaller ones. Hey, Audrey. Sometimes they would put me on. Hello. Sometimes they would put me on contracts with a small business. But as I kept working with them and I kept getting good appraisals from the companies, they asked me to, had I ever thought about being in staffing? And I was like, no, you know, but I'm interested. So I love talking about just things that you like to do and you doing it anyway. You doing it all the time. People have you to do it. People call for you to do it. But you don't get paid for it. Because you just love to do it. Child, I got so much of that. I be giving away stuff all the time when it deals with business. You know, I love talking to people who considering an idea, considering doing something. Career coaching, that's just my thing. So anyway, so I got this group. It's called Career Connection. And so whenever I come across, you know, information, I tend to share it with people. So it got to the point where I was like, you know, people I share it with, they be like kind of lackadaisical, like they wasn't interested. So I was like, okay. You know, they said one man's junk is another man's treasure. So just because somebody didn't see it, don't mean it ain't valuable. Right? Right. So I know there's been many times I missed out on good opportunities. We all have. You know, I mind being different places. You can't get mad at nobody because, you know, time, place, and space. You gotta just chill and just know that what's for you is for you. But you can miss out on some things because that thing may not come around for a long time. So anywho, hey Bubba, I know it seemed like it's gonna rain. Bubba over there, he's on top of his house. I don't know if you can see him. He on top of the house like a billy goat. Like a billy goat. Anywho, so I put information over there. Just like in the shows area, if you are interested in shows area, I can hear people saying, what's the shows area? North Alabama shows area. North Alabama shows area. Tri-Cities area. You know, Florence, Sheffield, Muscle Shoals, Tuscumbia, them cities right there. If you live or you know somebody in that area, look at him, and he loose. I ain't talking to you. I ain't talking to you. Just stay on your side and I'll stay on mine. Because I'll bite you. I ain't gonna do nothing. He look like Gracie though. Little Labrador retriever. So if you live in the shows area and you know you're interested in changing careers or something, you know, Northwest Shows Community College has grants for you to get into logistics, transportation. What kind of logistics, transportation is you talking about? Trucking. Like CDLA. So I know you ladies like, I ain't driving no doggone truck. Well, let me tell you something. I have a CDLA permit. You are looking at a CDL owner CDL permit owner. Yes, I can hear y'all. Now, what the heck are you gonna do with a CDL? Now you're gonna drive trucks. I can hear y'all. Now you're gonna drive trucks. No. Let me slow up. Let me go this way first. This what gets my 2 point. I gotta go to the left first, then I come back. So I can get that 1.2 mile. Okay, so yeah, I got my CDL. Y'all done seen women drive trucks? I was born with brothers. I have all brothers. So yes, I got a little tomboyish, a little, outdoorsy tomboyish. I climb trees. Kids don't play outside no more. We played outside. Hopscotch. Pogo stick. Tag. All that. And guess what? We stayed fit too. Oh, what was that? Something popped up. What was it? I don't know. I went on TikTok the other day. And man, folks came from everywhere. It kind of scared me. I was like, all these strangers. And they was trying to come on and talk to me. And like I be telling y'all to talk to me over here. But shoot, over there on TikTok, you ain't got to ask nobody to talk to you. They just be trying to come on your line. And I was having to stop. Hello. I was having to stop them from coming on my line. So, I don't know. It seemed like that's what just happened. Let's see. Bring them on the video. Okay. I don't know. If y'all let me know if you want to come on with me and talk to me. I have to look. I have to stop and do it. But, yeah, there's girls that do it. There might be a day. There might be a day. First of all, it was a grant. Hear me now. That's just like taking, if you work a W-2 job and your job is offering you a 401k, please take it. Take it. That's free money. You're going to make a contribution, but they're going to make a contribution too. A grant is free money. So that's what I'm talking about over at Northwest Shows. And probably in your local city too. If you're not in the Shows area, check your community college. If it's something that you've thought about becoming a driver, they make good money. They make good money. Some people might say, I can't be away from my family. Well, don't take over the road. There's other options. There's other options for you to be. There's many, truck drivers, men and women, who are home every night. But, yeah, so it came across my desk, and my son and his friend, they were doing it. Well, they were talking about doing it. So I inquired. I said, how much is going to cost? Because I'm not flying now. I'm at home. I'm in the house a lot. That's the reason I try to make it, I make it out here to walk. Trying, nothing but an excuse for not doing something. I do not like that word, try. I'll try to get over there. I'll try. You ain't gonna do it. Just say you ain't gonna do it. Don't say try. If somebody tell me, well, we'll see, I'm gonna try to get over there. I don't count on it. I already know. They ain't coming. They ain't going. They ain't gonna do it. So, once you get almost 60 here, hopefully sooner, you know, you start to read between the lines on things, not taking words for face value. Because some people just don't like to make friction. Some people are not combative. Ooh, they'll move away from conflict. So it's hard for them to tell you the truth. But that's where you got to use your intuition and know they lying. Sometimes it's easier for folks to tell a lie than to tell the truth. Whole bunch. In the name of, for various reasons, it could be because they don't want to hurt your feelings. But you don't think that lie gonna make me feel, you think that lie gonna make me feel good? People tell you what they think you want to hear. Hey. Yeah. So, yeah, so they were doing that with the truck piece. And, you know, I naturally got curious, you know, because I've had family members to drive. I learned how to drive in a van. Okay. So, and, you know, trucking was something, logistics was something that I was interested in years ago. Not necessarily driving the truck, but the industry itself. So I looked into it and I got in contact with the people who sent out the information. And I had a list of questions. And basically at the end of it, I saw that that's like $4,500 that they giving you for you to take the class, to get certified. Hey, to get certified. So what's the worst thing? Now, I know, you know, I've moved a lot of times over the years, and I've had to drive those big, child, folks is friendly in Alabama. You know, they friendly in the South. You go to New York, folks look at you like you stupid. You wave and say, hey. It's just culture. It's a different culture. So, you know, the biggest U-Haul truck they got. Okay. Well, I done had to drive one of them and one following me because I had so much stuff. Look at John. Hey, John. He's inside the house. He's barking. Sam can hear him. Okay, so I would drive the truck. Now I drive a stick shift. Little short story. My first car, when I turned 16, when I could drive, they got me, my parents got me a little gray, they call it EXP, Egg Paul X-ray. And little two-seater, gray little cute car. I liked it. But something happened to it. Hello. Something happened to it. So I had to take it back. And my daddy was with me, of course. My daddy always told me, when you get a new car, don't buy brand new because it's going to depreciate the moment you roll off the showroom floor. So we went back to the dealership. My daddy talked to the man, and he said, look on the lot and see what you want. So I seen a candy apple red Honda Prelude. It was beautiful. It was really candy apple red, like the exact same color as the Navigator that I had. Same color. Beautiful. Sunroof top. But it's a stick shift. manual. So I said, I want it. And my daddy started laughing at me. He was like, girl, you don't know how to drive no stick shift. I said, Daddy, if you get that car for me, I will. I know how to drive it. I know how to drive it. Girl, you don't know how to drive no stick shift. He laughing at me, really. He said, well, I tell you this. Because both of my parents, they believe in you. They believe in you. They'll back you. So Daddy said, okay, I'm going to tell you this. He laughing. He said, if you can drive it off the lot, you can have it. Bet. See, I already saw in my head. I didn't know nothing about if you can see it, you can achieve it. I ain't know nothing about that. I ain't know nothing about think and grow rich. I ain't know nothing about that. I just knew I saw myself in that red Honda Accord. Not Honda Accord, Honda Prelude. Honda Prelude, 2-door. So I got the keys, and he talked to me about, hit the first, hit the second, hit the third. You got to press in. And when I tell you, it had to be nothing but God, because I never drove one. I really never paid any attention to nobody driving one other than my daddy driving the truck. But his truck had the gear on the steering wheel. This was in the floor. So let me tell you something. God is my witness, and everybody know it. I drove off that lot. It's right there. You know where the bus station, for y'all that live in the Shoals area, the bus station on Tennessee Street? Okay. If you sitting right there and you look across the street, across on Tennessee Street, it's a bank that was right there. Right behind there was a car lot. So I came off the car lot and I went a hard right. And that street right there is Mobile. And then I took a hard left. Okay? I took a hard left. Smooth as butter. Tripped my daddy out. He was like, what the hell? Excuse me. Oh, y'all. Forgive me if I cuss a little bit. I do cuss a little bit. I like to say shit, hell, and damn. But I don't do it when I'm mad. I just do it. It's just, it's just conversation. I don't mean nothing bad, and I ain't going to hell for it. Okay. Anyway. So I made that quick left turn and went on up. And it's kind of like a little incline. Look. I told y'all they be rolling over here with them golf carts. Like they in Boca Raton. Let's see. There's another one. Let's see. Ain't nobody else coming. They be zooming. It's like everybody got these little golf carts. Anyway, so I made that left turn, and then it kind of took me to a little incline, and it was a stoplight right there. I think that's the street where the library is. It's got a little tiny little incline, just a little bit. Well, I stopped. Y'all already know. You got to come up off that clutch right. But the agreement was if I could drive off the car lot, I could have that car. So, he had explained to me, come off, have your foot on the brake, and then ease up off the brake and push on the gas. Ease up. A gentle balance. So I did that probably about 15 times. I couldn't get off that hill. But finally, I just kept thinking about it, kept feeling it in my ankles, and I drove it. So fast forward, you know, I don't know how to back up a trailer. I'm learning that. So who knows? It might be something down the road, you know, years from now, where I might have to drive a truck. They're going to say, it's kind of like on that movie. Hey, I'm good. How are you? Good seeing y'all. Just the nicest neighbors ever. Take care. Look, there they go. So I never know. You know, when I get a urge to do something, especially if I ain't doing nothing, and it's an opportunity for me to, you know, learn something, do something. And that's how that came across my desk. I wasn't doing nothing. They gonna put $4,500 in me. You think I ain't gonna take it? Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Because I know God is setting me up for something. I don't know what. You know, it could be one day something happened and they like, I give somebody $1,000 to get this truck if they can drive this truck off here. I don't know. I'm just talking. But who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows? I might end up owning a fleet of trucks. Who knows? I don't know. But I do know that it came across my desk and I was like, I did my little due diligence, little research on it to see. Ain't taking nothing out of my pocket. You know, the kids pick me up and take me. And once I got into class, I learned that commercial driving has a lot of similarities to aviation. Like deadheading. Like in airline, you know, when I was a flight attendant, we had to deadhead, you know, to a location and then maybe pick up a group of people. So basically that's a plane with no passengers. That's with me, captain, and the first officer in the flight deck. And they got the, you know how when you're on a plane, they normally close that door, the flight deck door, when it's time to take off. When we're going through all of our compliance, making sure the seatbelt's on and making sure you know where your oxygen is, making sure you know to put it over your face before somebody else's, making sure that, making sure your baby is secure, you know, all that. Then I shut that door. I go in there and tell the captain, ready to go. I have to tell the captain that. Okay, once he said ready to go, I said ready to go. He do his thumbs up. I shut that door, and then he click a little button, click, click, and I jiggle it, make sure it's locked, and then go and do what I'm doing. That's what I got passengers. But if I don't have any passengers because I'm deadheading, the whole point was to say the similarities between CDL, trucking, and aviation, they both deadhead. So you have some trucks, the trailer, so the tractor is what the part is where the driver is, the tractor, the little front part. It's connected with a fifth wheel that holds the trailer. Okay, the trailer is where all the products are. You know, your food that you pick up from the grocery store, it be in there. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I tell y'all this too. So sometimes those trucks are deadheading to a location to pick up a load. That means it's empty, But this probably the reason I'm telling y'all about this, because this might, let me get out the street. This might end up helping somebody one day. Hopefully y'all remember. When y'all see these trucks on the highway, them big trucks, them big 18-wheelers, get out their way. Get out their way. Because let me tell you something. When just going 55 miles an hour, and you know they be rolling, but just going 55 miles an hour, if it's loaded, it's a little easier for them to stop. When I said a little easier, I mean, if you jump in front, because you trying to get over in front of, you know how folks be doing, driving, and then you jump over in front of the 18-wheeler. It takes 450 feet. 450 feet. What's 450 feet? What it look like? A football field. It takes that long for it to come to a complete stop. That means he done ran you over, because you done jumped in front of him. He couldn't stop. Okay. That's with a truck loaded. It's got merchandise. Going to the grocery store, going to Home Depot, going to Dollar General, going to Walmart, going to wherever. Because they keep our world circulating. Be nice to the truck drivers. Let them go. Let them go. Let them go on about their business. Don't be sitting on the side of them. Because they can jackleg at any time. Anything could happen. Stupid. I stay away from them. I just always been that way. Now, if the trailer, that's where the food is, if it is empty, you would think it would be easier for them to stop. No, it's harder. It's going to probably go another 50 feet or more. Yeah. So, empty trailer, that's deadheading, just like empty plane is deadhead. Same thing. Empty cabin. There's no people on the plane, no products on the truck. Similarities, you know. So, I'm back at my location. I enjoy talking to y'all. Y'all stay away from them trucks on the highway and then on the road. Be safe. Pass that information on to somebody, because it could help save a life. That's all I got. I love y'all. Oh, so go over to Northwest Shows. You got, family, grandkids, kids, you, whoever. Go on over there. Tell them CeCe sent you. Dennis and Sherry. Sherry is in the back office. Dennis is the instructor. They pay for everything. They pay for your classes. They pay for your permit. They pay for your exam over there at DMV. Yeah, they pay for everything. And they pay for they pay for your permit, and they pay for your license. So all you got to do is show up and have a willing to learn. And who knows? Who knows? There's all kinds of other positions within trucking. Who knows? Have a conversation. Be curious about it. If you want some information on that, just let me know. If you want to become a part of Career Connection, it's a free group to join. I don't know why I didn't make it public. I don't know why I made it public. I've had it for so long. It's not public. I haven't shared it with many people. But I started this conversation out letting you know, if you are interested in becoming a community health worker, if you're somebody who has been a caretaker, like somebody with CNAs, if you've been a CNA, if you just have cared for a loved one, someone, you just got to be compassionate for people. If you're somebody who is always, helping the council, you can do it from home, remotely. Right now, we are onboarding, getting folks trained for the state of Michigan. So you would be working in the counties of the state of Michigan, from Florence or from wherever you live. It doesn't matter where you live. But you have to learn the counties for the state of Michigan, and you have to get certified. You have to do an intern. There are some states that are charging. We're not charging anything. I went to school in Michigan, so I still have my Michigan contacts from when I went to Michigan State. So my friend who is the trainer, she's been working on this for many years, and so finally it's up and running. They have about 3 or 4 different locations in Michigan, and so she called me up to help, and she knows that I just, I'm always doing something. I'm always doing something, especially in the virtual world, connecting with people, helping them out for whatever they need, what's going on. So if you're a helper, it might be something that you want to do. You can control it. There's no quotas or anything. And let's see what else. I can give some detail. I'll put a flyer on there. We're going to end up creating a recorded overview so you guys can see if it's something for you or not. And otherwise, pass it on to somebody else. It might just be something that can help somebody else. And hey, the pay is not shabby either. All right, that's all I got. I'm home. I did my daily walk, got home before it got dark. Now I'm about to go in here. What I'm gonna eat? I have a baked sweet potato and some cabbage, and what else I'm gonna put with that? It's probably 2 soft-boiled eggs. That's probably gonna be a little light. And I got go ahead and cut this watermelon before it go bad. Hey, yeah, I can see y'all popping up now, right when I'm about to leave. Let me see who I got right here. Okay, I saw Audrey. Audrey, you've been with me the whole time. Thank you, girl. Let's see. Valencia, hey, girl. We ain't talked in a long time. Let's see. We got 2 Audreys. Let's see, wait a minute. No, that's Cuz Audrey. That's one Audrey. That's Cuz. Hey, Cuz. I thought you was the Audrey I went to school with. I don't have my glasses on. And let me see. And then Chauncey. Hey, Chauncey. I just finished walking. Hey, Kim. Hey, Kim. Love you too. I was with your family and friends this past weekend, and they said you was coming in town soon, so holla at a sister. I'm going, I don't know. My schedule's so stupid, but just let me know. It would be great to see you. All right, y'all, I'm about to go in. Yep, so if you know anybody that, want that $4,500 for a career change, go to your local community college and see what they have available. And then if you're in the Shows area, go over to Northwest Shows Community College, over to the workforce development area, and you can ask for Dennis or Sherry, and they can let you know, what they have going on. But there's some opportunities that's out here, and they will train you, put $4,500 in you, pay for your permits, pay for your exams. Pretty good deal. And then on the community health worker. You do have to get certified, but again, you do it in the comfort of your home. They set you up with 5 modules, but you have to get, once you get 3 of them done, which is one of them is HIPAA compliance, and once you get those 3 done, then you can start working directly with the trainer. Yep, to help people once they are identified with chronic illnesses. And a lot of people got chronic illnesses. I mean, it's like an epidemic, you know, diabetes, high blood pressures. It's an epidemic. And, you know, once they're diagnosed, your doctor does not have time to spend with you. And you already know that he or she is in and out. If they stay in there 5 minutes, that's a lot. So therefore, they're making sure that patients have a community health worker. It's not in every state yet. It's not in Alabama. So we have to, there's about 58 of us that are working on lobbying to get it, you know, in Alabama. But yeah, if you want more information, I'll put a flyer. I have a couple of flyers. I'll put a flyer on this timeline, and then you guys can ask questions or inbox me or what have you. All right, that's it. I got to go head on in here and get this stank off me. I love y'all. Talk to you later. God bless. Be well. Be well. Listen to the birds. Listen to the birds. They talking. All right, be well.